This is Jamin Patel, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Technology. Welcome to MOOC series, an initiative taken by the LG Institute of Pharmacy. In our today's session, we will discuss on the topic of targeted drug delivery system. So let's move to our topic, that is targeted drug delivery system. So what is the concept of drug targeting? So actually this concept is introduced by the Paul Ehrlich in 1902. He said that the targeted drug delivery system implies for the selective and effective localizations of pharmacologically active moiety, that is nothing but the drug molecule, okay, at a pre-selected targets in the therapeutic concentration, okay, while restricting its access to non-target normal cellular lining, okay, thus minimizing the toxic effect and maximizing the therapeutic index. Okay, means we will restrict the distributions of the drug to the other part of body, and we will increase the concentrations of the drug to the target area. Okay, so what is need to target the drug delivery system? So main the three reason is there for targeting purpose. First one is the pharmaceutical reasons. Okay, due to the low solubility of the drug, there is need to target the drug. Due to the drug instability, there is need to target. Suppose for example any acid sensitive drug is there, okay, so we should bypass the stomach, we should target the drug to the lower part of GI tract. In the same way, if we talk about the pharmacokinetic reasons, okay, so due to the poor absorptions, there is need to target. Okay, if the half life of the drug is less, in this case there is need to target the drug to the target area. Okay, large volume of distribution is there, in this case there is need to target the drug molecule. If we talk about the pharmacodynamic reasons, okay, low specificity is there, low therapeutic index is there, in this all the cases there is need to target the drug to the particular part of the body. A different approaches, different way through which we can target the drug. Okay, first way, that is by controlling the distribution of the drug by incorporating it in a specific carrier. Different type of carriers are available for the targeting purpose. Second way, that is by altering the structure of drug at a molecular level, we can directly target the drug to the particular part of the body. And third way, that is by controlling the inputs of the drug into the bioenvironment to ensure the program and desired biodistribution. So these are the different way through which we can target the drug to a particular parts. Now what should be the ideal property of the targeted drug delivery system? So our delivery system should be non-toxic, biocompatible, physicochemically stable in vivo and in vitro. Okay, it should restrict the drug distribution to target cells. Okay, means the concentrations of the drug to the target cells should be high. Controllable and predictable drug release can be achieved by these targeted drug delivery systems. Okay, minimal the drug leakage during the transit, during the transportations of the drug, okay, in body. The carrier used must be biodegradable and readily eliminated from the body without any problems. Okay, it should not create any side effect. Okay, its preparation should be easy and reasonably simple, reproductive and cost effective. Okay, so these are the ideal property of the targeted drug delivery system. What is the advantage of the drug targeting? Okay, due to the targeting the drug to the particular part, okay, it will reduce the toxicity of the drug to the other part of body, bypass the hepatic first pass metabolism, okay, reduce the dose. Okay, if the drug concentrations to the target area is increased, so ultimately we can reduce the dose and dosing intervals, no peak and valley plasma concentrations. Okay, enhancement of the absorptions of the target molecules such as the peptides and particulars. Okay, so these are the advantage of the drug targeting. Now if we talk about the disadvantage, okay, some of the disadvantages there. Okay, rapid clearance of the targeted systems. Okay, immune reactions against the IV administered carrier system. Okay, if you want to target the drug with the help of the carrier, okay, so there is need to give by the IV routes, and sometimes some side effect, some hypersensitive reaction is arise. Okay, diffusions and redistributions of the released drug. Okay, drug dispositions at the target site may produce the toxicity symptoms. Okay, if the accumulations of the drug is very high, is over than the predicted, then the toxicity may arise to that target area, the difficult to maintain the stability of the dosage form. So see, these are the disadvantage of the targeting drug delivery system. Now, if we talk about the how we can achieve the targeting, so drug targeting strategy, okay, in that different targeting strategies, that first one is the passive targeting, active targeting, inverse targeting, dual targeting, double targeting, and combination targeting. Okay, we will discuss this all the targeting one by one. So first one is a passive targeting. Okay, so what to do in this passive targeting? Okay, so we make use of any modified or physicochemical properties of the drug carrier complex so that it escape the drug defense system and it will undergo the uptake by the EPS, ERS, okay, and accumulate in the target tissue. So here the favoring whatever the biodistribution, natural biodistribution process is there. By this natural biodistribution process, we target the drug to the particular part of the body. Second one, that is the inverse target. It is completely opposite to this passive targeting. Okay, it is based on avoiding the passive uptake of the colloidal carriers by the RES. Okay, in other words, we can say is that it is the reversions of the biodistribution trends of the carriers. Okay, here we will inject the large quantity of blank colloidal carriers, so it is uptake by the RES. So whatever the drug carrier complex is there, okay, is not going to uptake by the RES. Okay, so we can achieve the separations of the function of RES because RES is covered by, okay, it is saturated by the blank colloidal carriers. Third one, that is the active targeting. Okay, this type of targeting, okay, exploit the modifications or manipulations of the drug carriers, okay, to redefine its biofets. Okay, means whatever the natural distribution pattern of the drug carrier composite is there, okay, it enhance using the chemical, biological, and physical means. Okay, here the targeting can be achieved with the help of the ligands, otherwise some homing device, for example antibodies is there, peptides is there, sugars and vitamins is there. So with the help of the ligands, that ligand is going to attach with the carrier system, and with the help of these ligands the carrier is moved toward the target area, and inside the carrier our drug is loaded. So by this way the targeting is achieved. Okay, it is the most commonly used approach. Okay, so in this three level targeting is the first order, that is we are going to target the organ. Second order means we are going to target the cellular part, and the third order means we are going to target inside the cell, means the intracellular part. Okay, so here this is about the active targeting. Now next one, that is a physical targeting. Okay, here in this physical targeting, with the help of the physical means we are going to target the drug to the particular part of the body. Okay, physical means what? Okay, suppose for example, okay, with the help of the heat, liposome is nothing but the one of the carriers, the drug is incorporated into the liposomes, and liposomes is made up of the phospholipids, so it is sensitive to the heat. So we inject the liposome by the IV routes, and we will increase the temperature to particular part of the body, and ultimately due to the higher temperature that phospholipid is undergo the degradations and drug permeability is going to change. Okay, that liposome permeability is going to change, drug is going to release to that particular part. Second one is the magnetic modifications. We incorporate the iron oxide into the carrier system that contain the drug, and with the help of the magnet we target the carrier to the particular part of the body. Okay, second one is the ultrasounds. With the help of the ultrasounds, polymer network is become relaxed and drug permeability is changed. Electrical pulse is utilized for altering the permeability of the gel. So this is nothing but the different physical means through which we can target the drug to the particular part. Now next one is the dual targeting. Okay, in the dual targeting, carrier as well as drug both has a effect over the virus is there or any other part is there. Okay, so here carrier and drug both as a antiviral actions, so synergist actions can be achieved. So this type of targeting is called as a dual targeting. Okay, in this targeting, okay, drug and carrier both will attack over the virus from the multiple points, so resistance of the virus strain can't be achieved, okay, can't be formed. Okay, so this is about the dual targeting. Next one is the double targeting. Now double targeting means what? We are going to target the drug to the specific organ, specific tissue, specific cells, and that targeting is called as a partial control. And at target area drug release is also in controlled way, so controlling the rate of drug delivery to the target site, that is nothing but the temporal control. So partial control and temporal control both can be achieved. This type of targeting is called as a double targeting. Now next one is a combination targeting. Okay, in the combination targeting we are going to use the different component, different carriers, different targeting device. Okay, like a carriers is there, polymers is there, homing device is there. These all are combinedly utilized to target the drug to the particular part of the body. So this is one of the approach, that is the combination targeting. Now components of the drug targeting, okay, in that target part, it may be a organ, it may be a cells, or it may be a group of cells. And carriers means is nothing but the specific molecules or system, okay, essentially required for effective transportations of the loaded drug up to a pre-selected sites. Which type of carrier is generally utilized for the drug targeting? Okay, so nanospheres is there, nanocapsules is there, polymeric micelles is utilized. Okay, that micelles is made up of the specialized polymers. Okay, dendrimers is there, nano, it is in the nano size. Okay, hydrogel nanoparticles is there. Okay, if we talk about the lipid nanocarriers, liposome is most commonly used for the targeting purpose. Okay, SLN, that is a solid lipid nanoparticles. Okay, it is a modified form of lipidic nano components. Okay, phospholipid micelles is there. Okay, gold nanoparticles, nanocells, magnetic nanoparticles, and quantum dots. These are the different carriers. The different are capable to load the drug and are capable to target the drug to the particular part of body. With the help of ligands, the drug itself is capable to move toward the target area. So this is about the basics of targeted drug delivery system. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, thanks for watching this video. For more updates, press bell icons. Okay, you can see this all the video on our YouTube channel, that is the Pharma Ignite. So like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite.